Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to revise chapter 6 of English language, that is more about determiners. Although you have studied this chapter earlier, since today we are having the revision of this chapter, but I'm sure still many students must be having the confusion about the determiners. Determiners are used on the basis of the singular, plural, countable, or the uncountable that we have discussed in the chapter 3. The nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, singular nouns, plural countable nouns. Obviously, when we are talking about the uncountable, there is nothing like singular or plural, because when we cannot count anything, we cannot determine whether it is one or more than one. So whenever we are talking in terms of singular or plural, it is always for the countable nouns only. So how to use the various determiners? So here the determiners are divided into 6 categories on the basis of their use for the countable and the uncountable noun. So the very first that we are starting with is that which are used with the singular countable and uncountable noun. The first one which are used with singular countable and uncountable nouns. For example, this book or this bread. Now here you can see that book is countable noun. It is singular. It is one in number. That's why I have written this. And this bread. Bread is uncountable. So here this, that, or also we can write that bread. So this and that are the type of determiners which can be used with the singular countable and the uncountable nouns. The next category is which are used only with the singular countable noun, nothing else. For example, which are used with only singular countable noun. What are these determiners? They can be a, an, each, every, either. All these and many others, neither. Then these can be used with singular countable noun, because you know whenever I'm saying a or an, we have discussed in the article that this represents one. Each means if we have a number of things, and if I'm talking each, that means I'm talking about one. Each student will submit his or her notebook. That means I'm talking about one. Among the members of a group, I'm talking about everyone in particular. So each school, each student, every boy. These can be the examples that whenever we are using these, they can be used only with the singular countable noun. The next category is which are used with the plural countable nouns. Third, that can be used with plural countable nouns. What these can be, what we have used here in the singular countable, the plural of those. These, those, several, many, few, both. These are the terms that can be used with the plural countable nouns. Why not the uncountable? We cannot use them for the uncountables because we cannot determine the number. This and that we can use for the uncountable, because whenever we need to indicate something, there has to be some pronoun. That is why. But we can, when we cannot determine those things in terms of the plural, or we cannot determine the things in terms of numbers, so here these can be used only for the plural uncountable noun. Both of the girls, both the boys, these girls, many students, few books, both girls. All these can be the example that these, those, several, many, few, both can be used with the plural countable nouns. Now, the fourth category is which are used with the uncountable. Which can be used with the uncountable nouns. What can be these determiners? Much, little. Where the determiner also does not indicate any number or something which can be counted. Much and little will be used with the uncountable nouns. Little, sugar. Much, efforts. What is effort? It is an abstract noun. If we ask about the category, the classification that we have studied, that common, proper, collective and abstract. So this is uncountable, but among all these four, this is the abstract noun. So these can be used with the uncountable noun. The next category in which the determiners can be used with the plural countables as well as uncountables. In the third category, we learned we learned the determiners which can be used only with the plural countables. Now we will learn the determiners which can be used with both the plural countable and the uncountable. Plural countable nouns and uncountable. What are these? These are enough, all, a lot of. These cannot be used with the singular because the names itself are suggesting that we will use these when we have more than one. So, we can use these with the plural countable and the uncountable. For example, enough milk, or a lot of rice. So in this way we can use these. Also we can use, these are the examples of uncountable. For the plural countable, all books, all boys. We can use these in this way for both the plural countable and the uncountable. Now, the last category is the one in which the determiners can be used for anything, for any noun, singular, plural, countable, uncountable. These are the sixth one is in which we can use for all. What are they? The, some, any, no, my, his. These can be used with singular, plural, countable, uncountable, all. So, and we can include other possessive adjectives also here. Some sugar, some eggs, or the, we can use, as we have learnt in the article, it can be used with the countable also and uncountable also, because whenever we are talking about the things in particular, we can use the, whether the thing is singular or plural or countable or uncountable. In all the references we can use this. So this is briefly, or in a broad sense, the six categories in which the determiners can be used. Now, there are some specific determiners that are mentioned in book. Many a times the students get confused about these. So, I'll read the example so that you can understand. I hope all of you must have read these things. But once again, some and any. So, we have included here some. It is written that we use some in the positive sentences. Positive sentences means, for example, if we have something, if we are talking about an object, if we are talking about some things, I'm not saying something, some and things. So when you have those things, then we will use some. And when there is a possibility that you don't have the things, that means negative, then we will use any. For example, there are some eggs in the fridge. So that means it is saying that the things exist there. The eggs are there in the fridge. It is positive. You go and you can find the thing there. I would like some bread. I want to have. So these are the positive. We use any in negative sentence in most of the question. Is there any egg in the fridge? When you have less possibility of the presence of the thing, means you are negative. So that means the some will be used in the positive sentences, means when the things or the objects are existing, and any will be used when there is the possibility or probability that the thing or the object does not exist, or we usually use any in the questions. And we use some in questions when we expect the answer yes. Means if someone is asking something to you and the answer has to be yes, then we use some. Would you like to have some coffee? Then we will use this in the sense some. So some will be used in the positive manner many will be used in the negative manner. Now the next that is there, or wherever you have to request for the things. Would you please get me some bread? Can you give me some books? Can you give me some food? So whenever you are requesting, you can use some. The next one is that we are going to discuss much, many, and a lot of. Much, many, and a lot of. So you can easily understand that this much will be used when we cannot count the things for uncountable. Many, when we can count the things, we can determine a number. And a lot of, for the countables and uncountables both, but the plural countables, because we are talking about a number of things, a lot of. So for example, how much rice is left, how much sugar is left, how much milk is left. Then for the uncountable, we are using the much. How many books you have, then how many dresses you have. We can count, so we will use many. And a lot of, we can use, as we have discussed in both the things, a lot of sugar, a lot of books. So here, much milk or much sugar, many books or many movies. You cannot say I watched much movies, I watched many movies, or you can say I watched a lot of movies. So a lot of, sugar or a lot of sweets. So in this way we will use much, many, and a lot of. The next is little, a little, few, and a few. Whenever we are using a article also with the determiners, so how can we use? It is about little or a little and few or a few. What is the difference? Only a. But we cannot use these terms interchangeably. We have, for example, if when you want something, so how will you say? I would like to have a few snacks. There you will not say I would like to have few snacks. A few snacks. Or give me a little rice. So here I have used a little. So this is used mostly when you want the something in small number. So at those places you will use a little. Without a, the words little and few are rather negative. They mean not much or many. Whenever we are using these both terms without a, that indicates negative. Means here if we are talking about the quantity of something and we are not adding a at both the places, that means very less quantity is available there. For example, you can say there is little rice left. See, at both the places we are talking about the rice. Here, a little means that you want in small quantity. Obviously, when we are talking about the little, that means the quantity has to be small. But here you want the thing in small quantity, whereas in the second sentence it is negating that whatever is available with us now is not the larger quantity. It is very small. It is very less in quantity. So it denotes the negative sense. Same will be with the few and a few. He has few friends. Or the other thing that we have discussed, I would like to have a few grapes. So here what is happening? He has few friends means almost no, very less in number. And I would like, sorry, आपने I would like a few grapes. So here you are, what is determined, what is here, that you want to have the things in little quantity, less quantity. This is determined here. More you will come to know when you will practically use these sentences, sorry, these determiners in the sentences, or whenever we speak. Obviously it comes out. We do not set in our mind that which determiner is to be used. But when we will keep on practicing the things, we will come to know how to use the determiners.